Luke, it's tax time.
It is. Ugh.
Yeah, that's generally the
Yeah.
way people feel about it.
Or, ooh, I get a payday.
I get my money back.
Yeah.
If you're a business owner, it's a little different.
It's a lot of work sometimes.
Yeah. So sometimes people work for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you work as the head of the payroll and maybe bookkeeping at your company.
Mm-hmm.
You have to keep track of everybody comes to you, says, here's my receipts from lunch.
Mm-hmm.
Here are my invoices for my expenses.
Mm-hmm.
Here is a whole stack of things that I have to write off for the end of the year. So what do you do if you're that person? I'm setting you up here.
You have a little paper holder, and you just look at it in word process, and you type it all in.
You copy the everything digitally that's on this
And
or
you retype
physically.
it.
Date of birth.
Take a picture on your phone, send it to your drive, and then you can download it and then extrapolate from there. Or you could get something like this.
Well done.
From Epson.
Yep.
This is the RapidReceipt RR600W.
Yes.
It is a receipt scanner, is what they say, but it scans more than just receipts.
Yeah.
So this thing will do up to 100 pieces of paper, 100 documents at one time in the hopper.
Yep.
And it goes all the way down to business card size.
Yeah.
Up to 11 inches, 8.5
Yeah.
by whatever.
So you can do like
imagine they'll do
11 or 14 if you have like
Yeah.
a legal document.
Mm-hmm.
You can scan those in. So unlike a flatbed scanner where you would just kind of lift the lid and lay your receipts in the corner and or put two of them at, I've got some restaurant receipts from meals while I was out of town. Close that, scan it, and then I can crop and turn that into 3 separate things or one file. Something like this, I can put them in there as a stack of them.
Yep.
Pulls them through and automatically.
It will create, it has software that you can use, but it also can be used without a computer. So you can set this up on a desk somewhere else, and it'll download everything into a USB drive if you want. But what it does, it will scan everything. It will align. If for some reason a receipt goes in here crooked, it'll scan it, put all that information in a PDF for you in an easy, readable. It'll take out watermarks, coffee stains. You don't have to worry about if there's staples on the paper still or something like that. It'll handle all of that, and then give you a digital copy that you can use for whatever purposes you need.
Sure. And it will automatically sync or send to your cloud destinations.
Yep.
So if you're set up with Google Drive or Dropbox, Evernote is one of those ecosystems where you might work out of. That's a very handy way of getting things from physical to your digital.
Yep.
Especially in bulk. Luke, do you know how many pages daily this thing is equipped to handle?
Multiple.
More than one?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. 4,000
A day.
per day.
That's a lot.
Yeah, according to the PDF here I've got from Epson, this has a daily duty cycle of 4,000 sheets.
Wow. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. 600 DPI resolution.
Right.
So it's not just making a copy, but making a high resolution copy of your document. And would you venture to guess it might work for photos?
I think so. Probably if it has that kind of resolution. I don't know. We haven't looked at the software yet.
Yeah.
We don't know exactly what it does when it scans something in. But based on that resolution, you should be able to scan a photo.
Yeah.
It's not designed for that.
Sure.
They don't advertise that. It might not be possible, but with that kind of resolution, it would be great for scanning photos.
Yeah.
This is also a 4.3-inch touchscreen.
Okay.
There's really not much else to it, and looking at it, it's got your power cable and a USB cord, and then it's got a spot for a thumb drive in the back.
So theoretically, this doesn't have to be connected to a computer to send these things to drive or just to the hard drive.
Right.
This could be something that if I wanted to sit down on a Sunday and watch, binge Netflix or something, and I've got a stack of things that I just need to digitize.
It'll do it. You can set a stack in there, scan, watch. When it's done, reload.
It's all on the thumb drive, and then that can go to the computer.
And this also will link up with all your tax software, like QuickBooks or TurboTax or any of those. It's made to work with those also.
I don't think we mentioned also it will scan both sides of a document
in one pass.
Right.
So it doesn't have to go in and then backfeed and scan the other side. It will scan both sides of a paper in one pass.
And it looks like if it gets jammed, if you've got something that's kind of like a wrinkled piece of receipt that you worry about, that pops open nice and easy.
Yep.
And it's just one path.
Yep.
You can just see it just goes right through there.
Yeah, there's no it doesn't bend the paper around
Yeah, it
or
doesn't
anything
go
like that.
Then through here and out the back or
Right.
yeah. So a couple other things here. This is wireless. That's the W in the model number.
Okay.
This will work with 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz.
Okay.
So
Great.
for a lot of people, if you're trying to set that up wirelessly to your
Yeah.
computer or on your network, that is a concern for some people.
Yeah.
Is I don't know how to make my network turn off the 5 gigahertz, or I'm trying to pair this thing and I can't get this to recognize my network properly. This will connect to either one of those.
That's great.
So yeah, and that's another way that you could actually sit there on a Sunday and watch TV and be scanning these things and then wirelessly.
Yeah, not have to use a jump drive.
Yeah.
You could just have it right there on your other device.
Yep. This has software, and again, we haven't played with the software, but it does have some intelligent OCR software. I believe they call it Kofax Power PDF.
Yep.
And a PDF converter for Mac. So this will actually create PDF documents out of your stuff that are searchable.
Yeah.
So you could take a receipt and actually, if you needed to search for something, or if you've got business cards and you wanted to search for a contact name or a phone number,
Right.
you can search through those. So
Another use for this is, I'm thinking maybe if a teacher has to look at a whole bunch of essays,
yeah,
maybe you can put that, scan it in, and it would scan it in as a PDF, and then it's searchable. So you could search through,
Sure.
or if you're doing research for something, any kind of
or just archiving for posterity. If I'm a cool teacher, I'm archiving stuff for parents, and I could say, hey, this is all the stuff that your kid did throughout the year, whether you have a copy of it or not, or if you
here's
came
a
home,
digital copy of it.
yeah, here you go. Or this is the progress of what they did as a writer, and you can see, so there's lots of cool stuff that you can do just by taking a physical document and making a digital version of that.
Yeah. Or if you're writing a book, and for some reason you write everything on notepads,
Yep.
then you can just scan it in, and you'll have a digital version of it.
And that's where Evernote comes in nice if you're an artist, sketching, doing anything like that. You can put your whole sketchbook, put the sheets in there and then have that go in. Then you can mark them up and do different things with them that way. This has, for the business contacts, there is some software specifically. It's called Newsoft Presto BizCard software.
Okay.
So I imagine there's quite a bit of flexibility in how it looks at business cards and extracts that information.
Yeah.
This is the Epson. So one of the things is, we talk about, personal taxes and scanning documents. This is not something that I would say you want to do for yourself in terms of scanning your own files, putting your own documents. But if you're a business user or owner, and you want to scan a bunch of documents, this is going to be more up your alley.
Yeah.
This guy runs about $3.99 right now.
Okay.
And I believe that is on sale.
Yeah.
20% off. So $3.99, normally $4.99, but it does come with. It doesn't say how long that discount is.
Right.
So it could be one of those things where in perpetuity. I don't know for sure. Well, actually, offer valid until March 5th. So maybe not by the time you're watching this. It may still be available.
But I imagine something like this they'll run promotions on, especially this time of year.
Specifically this time of year. So this is something that if you're sitting around going, man, I've got so much crap. I just started a business last year, or during the pandemic, I figured out a side hustle, and now it's a business. And
Right. I have a pile of receipts.
yeah, I've been doing all this, person-to-person sales, things like that. This is a great way to get started with that.
Or if you're preparing for a tax professional, maybe you don't do your own taxes, but
Yeah.
you have your accountant that says, hey, I need all your receipts and all your paperwork. How much nicer would it be to just hand them a thumb drive
Yep.
and say, here you go?
Yep. Or these are on Google Drive, and here's a link.
Right.
Yeah. So that is the Epson RapidReceipt desktop scanner, RR600W.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.